Ever wondered how to turn your overgrown garden into a paradise with just a few simple cuts? Welcome to the magic of pruning, where we'll unravel the secrets behind achieving a thriving garden. We'll delve into why pruning matters, the best times to get snipping, the tools you'll need, and the techniques to master. We'll also touch on safety considerations and showcase some dramatic before and after transformations. So, stay tuned as we dive into the essentials of pruning, your ultimate guide to enhancing plant health and aesthetics. Why should we prune? There are three main reasons: health, growth, and shape. Let's break it down. First, health. Pruning allows us to remove dead or diseased branches, preventing the spread of harmful pathogens and pests. It's like giving your plants a fresh, clean start. Now, on to growth. Strategic pruning can stimulate robust growth, especially when you cut back overgrown branches that block sunlight. Your plants will thank you with lush greenery and abundant blooms. Lastly, shape. Pruning enables us to guide our plants' growth, creating appealing shapes and structures. It's an art form, really, turning your garden into a living sculpture. But remember, every cut is a wound to the plant, so it's crucial to prune with care and precision. Pruning not only gives your plants a clean, well-maintained look, but also encourages healthier growth. It's all about nurturing the beauty and vitality of your garden. Knowing when to prune is as important as knowing how to prune. Let's dive into the calendar of a gardener, shall we? Picture yourself in a world where each season brings a unique set of tasks. In the realm of pruning, timing is everything. And the season you choose to prune can make all the difference in how your plants bloom and thrive. Winter, often viewed as the dormant season, is actually the ideal time for pruning many deciduous trees and shrubs. When the leaves have fallen, you can easily spot and remove dead or damaged wood. Plus, winter pruning encourages vigorous new growth come spring. But hold on, not all plants prefer a winter trim. Spring flowering plants like lilacs and rhododendrons set their buds in the fall. So if you prune them in winter, you'll be cutting off those precious buds. The right time to prune these beauties is just after they finish blooming, which allows them to set new buds for the following year, moving on to summer. This season is perfect for pruning early flowering shrubs once they finish blooming. Summer pruning can also help to slow growth in plants that are becoming too large or vigorous. And then there's fall. While the colors are spectacular, fall isn't the best time for pruning. Pruning stimulates new growth, which the approaching winter can damage. So, as a rule of thumb, keep those pruning tools in the shed until winter rolls around again. Now, there are always exceptions to the rule. For instance, when you see dead, damaged, or diseased branches, don't wait for the right season. Prune them right away to prevent the spread of disease and improve the overall health of your plants. In essence, the timing of your pruning can significantly impact the health and flowering of your plants. So, do a little research, understand your plant's life cycles, and prune accordingly. Remember, pruning at the right time can maximize your plant's bloom and overall health. Be patient, be timely, and your garden will reward you with a spectacular display of blooms and vigorous growth. Having the right tools can make your pruning task much easier. Let's introduce you to the essentials. First up, we have shears. These come in handy for snipping off thin branches and twigs, as well as tidying up smaller plants and shrubs. They're like the scissors of the gardening world. Next we have loppers. These are like shears, but on steroids. With their long handles and strong cutting force, loppers are perfect for tackling thicker branches that shears can't handle. Lastly, we have saws. When you're faced with an especially thick branch or even a small tree trunk, a good pruning saw is your best friend. With their sharp, jagged teeth, they make quick work of the heaviest pruning tasks. Remember, each tool has its specific purpose, and using the right one can make a world of difference. With these tools, you're now well equipped to start your pruning journey. Now let's get to the heart of pruning: the techniques. There are three main techniques every gardener should know: thinning, heading back, and pinching. First, thinning. This is the process of removing entire branches or stems to open up the plant's interior, improving air circulation and letting in more light. It's a bit like decluttering your home. You're not just tidying up, you're enhancing the overall environment. Next, we have heading back. This technique involves shortening branches or stems. It's perfect for controlling the size of your plants and encouraging bushier growth. Think of it as giving your plant a stylish haircut that also promotes better health. Lastly, pinching. This technique is all about removing the growing tips of a plant to encourage fuller growth. It's like training your plant to grow in a more compact, bushy manner. It's especially useful for houseplants and herbs. Now let's talk about making clean cuts. This is crucial to the plant's ability to heal itself after pruning. Always aim for a cut that's clean and sharp, not jagged or torn. Imagine you're a surgeon, and your plants are your patients. You wouldn't want to leave them with a ragged wound, would you? Here's a pro tip. When you're pruning branches, always cut just above a bud. This encourages new growth in the direction of the bud. Be careful not to cut too close to the bud though, or you might damage it. And don't leave too much of a stub above the bud either, as this can lead to disease. Let's touch on some common pruning mistakes. One of the biggest ones is over-pruning. While it's tempting to get carried away, remember that less is often more. It's better to under-prune and make further cuts later than to over-prune and regret it. Another mistake is pruning at the wrong time. Each type of plant has its ideal pruning season, and it's vital to get this right. For example, spring flowering plants should be pruned right after they bloom, while summer flowering plants are best pruned in early spring. Finally, neglecting to sterilize your tools is a common oversight. Always clean your tools between plants to avoid spreading disease. You can use a simple solution of 1 part bleach to 9 parts water. Mastering these techniques can help you enhance the beauty and health of your plants. Remember, pruning isn't just about aesthetics, it's an essential part of plant care that can make a huge difference in your garden's overall health and vitality. So grab your shears and let's get pruning. Safety should never be an afterthought when pruning. Pruning can seem like a simple task, but without the right precautions, it can lead to unnecessary accidents. So let's gear up for safety first. Starting with the gloves, these are your first line of defense against thorns, sharp leaves, and even insects. They protect your hands while providing a better grip on your tools. Next up, eye protection. You never know when a rogue twig might decide to snap back, so it's always a good idea to guard your eyes with safety glasses. And don't forget about proper clothing. Long sleeves and durable pants can protect your skin from scrapes and scratches, and sturdy closed-toe shoes are a must to safeguard your feet. Now let's talk about posture. Always stand in a stable position when making cuts. Avoid overreaching and take breaks to prevent fatigue. With these safety measures in place, you can prune with confidence. So let's get those shears ready and bring out the best in your plants. Let's take a look at some stunning transformations made possible by pruning. Imagine an overgrown rose bush, its branches spilling over onto the path, the flowers hidden amidst a tangle of thorns. Now picture this same bush after a careful pruning session, the branches neatly trimmed, the blossoms proudly on display, the path clear. This transformation isn't just visually pleasing, it's also beneficial to the plant's health. Pruning allows more light and air to reach the center of the plant, promoting growth and reducing the risk of disease. Consider a fruit tree, its branches heavy with unripe fruit. The weight causes the branches to droop, and the fruit doesn't ripen evenly. After some strategic pruning, the tree stands taller, the branches are balanced, and the fruit ripens to perfection in the sun. Not only does the tree look healthier, but the quality of the fruit improves as well. Or take a hedge that's grown so wide it's taking over the sidewalk. It looks unruly and can be a nuisance for passers-by. But with a few well-placed cuts, the hedge is back within its bounds, looking tidier and more controlled. The pedestrians can now pass by unimpeded, and the hedge continues to thrive in its designated space. Even indoor plants can benefit from a good trim. Picture a houseplant with yellowing leaves and leggy stems stretching towards the light. After removing the dead leaves and shortening the stems, the plant looks more compact and vibrant. It's now ready to produce new growth, and it's a more attractive addition to the room. From the smallest houseplant to the largest tree, every plant can benefit from regular pruning. The transformations can be dramatic, turning an overgrown, struggling plant into a thriving, beautiful specimen. And the benefits go beyond aesthetics. Pruning promotes plant health, encourages growth, and can even improve the quality of flowers and fruit. As you can see, a little cut can make a big difference. With these pruning essentials, you're now ready to transform your garden into a thriving oasis. We've covered why and when to prune, the tools you'll need, and the techniques to master. Remember, pruning is not just about aesthetics. It's a crucial step to promote healthier growth and maximize blooms. Now, armed with these tips, you can confidently give your plants the care they deserve. For more gardening tips and tricks, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Happy pruning!